Assalamu alaikum. Just experiencing some technical difficulties. Alhamdulillah, got it fixed. Going to get started now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone, and welcome to today's episode, today's segment of short and sweet reflections. As always, this is your brother Ibrahim Khan, Dar-us-Salaam's youth coordinator. And I pray that everyone is having a good start to their Friday. If you're starting late, if you already started your Friday, I hope your day is going good so far. Today's reflection is the last upon the theme of purify the inside and the outside, and we'll be focusing on one hadith narrated, found in Jami' at-Tirmidhi, and it's narrated by Aus ibn Aus radiallahu an, whereupon he said that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam said to me that whoever performs ghusl on Friday and bathes completely and goes early and arrives early to Salatul Jummah, gets close and listens and is silent, there will be for that person in every step they take the reward of a year of fasting and standing in prayer. SubhanAllah. A reward of a year of fasting and standing in prayer. This whole week we have focused on this theme of purifying the inside and the outside. And you've heard about some of the ayat of the Quran regarding being pure and making sure you are tahir. You've heard about how tazkiyah is an important aspect of our spiritual makeup as Muslims. You've heard about how doing there's a special dua that you can be making from the sunnah, found in the sunnah, that you can be making from the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, that most people are not accustomed to. You have also heard about how being clean is a very important aspect. An-nadhifa is very important to our deen. Today I want to talk about ghusl because number one, it's Yawm al-Jum'ah. And the Prophet ﷺ would always make a ghusl on the day of Yawm al-Jum'ah. And also to talk about the virtue of the ghusl and how highly rewarded it is. You know, we never stop. I feel that sometimes we never stop to think about how Allah Azza wa Jal rewards things that we consider mundane, things that we consider routine. Allah Azza wa Jal has designed and given us this beautiful religion with this wonderful criteria for being judged in it, for being rewarded, for even being punished. Even His criteria for punishing us is beautiful. There is beauty in it. And we find that there are so many mundane, so many routine things that we consider mundane, things that we consider routine. There are so many of these things that Allah rewards immensely. Who could ever think that Allah Azza wa Jal, as mentioned in this hadith in Jami' at-Tirmidhi, who could ever think that the ghusl would be something that Allah rewards in such a grand fashion, that for a shower you get rewarded with 1 year of fasting and 1 year of standing in prayer. SubhanAllah. How Kareem is Allah. How generous is Allah. Does He have to reward anyone for having done ghusl? He has to reward us for being clean, for taking care of our cleanliness. No. The answer is, brothers and sisters, Allah does not have to reward us for that. He doesn't have to reward us for it. And furthermore, we shouldn't, think to ourselves that, you know what, I should be incentivized I should be given incentive for keeping ourselves clean. We should be thinking to ourselves, no, it's mandatory. Like, I shouldn't have to bother somebody with my BO. If I prevent somebody from experiencing that, or furthermore, if somebody tolerates my uncleanliness, they should be rewarded for their patience. Now, I also want to take a look at the great importance and great sunnah of the ghusl, especially on Friday, that this is something our Prophet ﷺ did. Anytime we do a sunnah, we are doing something that our Messenger ﷺ did, and we are drawing close to him. We are being like him. We are copying him. How wonderful is that? We cannot, those of us living in the time after him, we're not able to sit with him. We're not able to talk to him. We're not able to even see him. But we can be close to him by copying him, by doing what he does. So if we can add that to our intention and purify our intention of doing the ghusl, instead of just doing it because I want to be clean, I want to feel fresh, let's also do it for the intention that I want to be like my messenger. I want to be like our messenger, Nabiyina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And Allah will reward that, will increase the reward that we get for having done it. It might not just be for a year, because Allah Azza wa Jalla says, based on a hadith Qudsi, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that Allah has said to the angels that write our deeds, that when a person does a good deed, that they should write it down with 10 hasanat, with a multiplication factor of 10. And that factor of 10 can be multiplied even more so, up to 700 or more. So that means one ghusl, one shower, if done with the correct intention, it could be rewarded with 700, a reward similar to 700 years of fasting and 700 years of prayer. And imagine if you were to add some other factors to it. In the month of Ramadan, how rewards are multiplied. In the last 10 nights, how rewards are multiplied. In Laylatul Qadr, during Laylatul Qadr, how rewards are multiplied. This year, we might have the opportunity, and I don't say I don't want to focus on the negative part of it, but we might have the opportunity to conduct Ramadan at home, the Taraweeh at home, the Qiyam at home, the Iftar at home, the Siyam at home, the Suhoor at home, all these things that we normally associate with as a social phenomenon. Imagine how if in the last 10 nights on Laylatul Qadr, we do ghusl. If Laylatul Qadr ends up being on Yawm al-Jumu'ah and we do ghusl the morning thereafter, Allah could be rewarding us at an exponent of 700 times 80, because of 80 years for Laylatul Qadr. He could be rewarding us with, I don't know, somebody do the math. If somebody can type it and what is 700 times 80? But that's how many years of fasting and salah Allah Azza wa Jal could reward us with for having done the ghusl if Laylatul Qadr falls on a Friday. The opportunity is incredible that Allah Azza wa Jal is offering us with having done ghusl. I pray that Allah Azza wa Jal allows us to benefit from this reminder, myself first, before others. Mashallah, so Jabir. So 700 times 80 is 56,000. So Allah could reward us with 56,000 years of fasting and praying for having done, if Laylatul Qadr falls on Yawm al-Jumu'ah and we do ghusl, Allah could reward us for that many years of fasting and praying. We won't even come near that. No human has come near that length of life. May Allah Azza wa Jal allow us to benefit from this reminder. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us of those who are mutatahhirin, those who purify themselves, those who take heed of this beautiful sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, that we realize and appreciate the undeserved reward that we get for the small routine things that Allah Azza wa Jal has indicated for us to do through the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. This has been a short and sweet reflection. Once again, I apologize for being late. I experienced some technical difficulties in the beginning. Please like, share, subscribe, and make dua for your brothers and sisters at DUS Youth. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant us his infinite mercy during these trying times. May Allah Azza wa Jal protect all the essential workers, the first responders, medical personnel, law enforcement officers, for doing work in these dangerous times, in these trying times. And may Allah Azza wa Jal comfort their families. May Allah Azza wa Jal protect our families and friends from sickness in our communities, in our state, in our nation, in the world. This has been your brother, Ibrahim Khan, Dar-us-Salaam's youth coordinator. And until next time, until our next live morning adhkar on Monday at 7:40 and short and sweet reflection on Monday at 11 a.m. I will be seeing you then. We'll be seeing you then. And also, please, this weekend, join us on Instagram Live on the DUS Youth account for the next board episode. I will see you there, hopefully. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.